One of the most recently asked questions that we get from clients is, when will this bull market end? The short answer is no one knows for sure. The current bull market that we're in started in March of 2009, and 8.5 years later, we're still in it. This is the second longest bull market we've had since the tech bubble of the 90s, which ended in the year 2000. Depending on how you measure that one, it either started in 1987 or 1990, meaning it either ran for 10 years or 13 years. So are we due? It would sure seem like it, but we're not seeing any of the things that would cause us to believe the bull market is about to end. Most bull markets end when we have something that happens, whether it's a geopolitical event that happens, whether it's a recession, whether it's high inflation, which then in turn causes us to spike the interest rates up, or the market just may be too high. Right now, inflation continues to be tempered. This has allowed the Fed to not spike up interest rates, but to slowly have them climb up. Clearly, we have issues with North Korea right now, and there's continued terrorist activity. If those things get bad enough, something could happen to cause the bull market to end. From an economic standpoint, we measure the S&P 500 every month, and currently we have the S&P 500 as a little rich. Not so rich that we're concerned about it, but it is a little bit rich. And at this point, we're just not seeing any of the normal economic signposts that would lead us to believe that we're about to enter a recession. Employment is good, manufacturing is up, housing is plugging along. Generally speaking, companies continue to grow their profits, and the leading economic indicators are continuing to grow, albeit slowly, but they're growing. This leads to the next question. Will we see a market correction or a pullback sometime soon? I certainly hope so. Let's define a market pullback as the stock market going down between 5 and 10%, and a correction as the market going down between 10 and 20%. These are normal, healthy parts of any bull market. Since March of 2009, we've actually had 16 either pullbacks or corrections since this bull market started. That's 2 a year on average. The last one we had was February in 2016. That's 23 months ago. From a timing standpoint, are we due? Yeah, we're due. From an economic standpoint, I can't point to a reason why I would think that there's one coming. When we do get a correction or a pullback, at this point, we think it's going to be pretty short-lived and probably pretty shallow. So in general, we would not be surprised at all if we had a correction in 2018, but at this point, it's nothing that we're worried about. We hope you have a great 2018.